All right, we are live. Awesome. All right, good evening, everybody. So we're going to be doing some Tamer challenge tonight. I hope you guys are ready. This is our solo mode for the Wildhearts trading card game. It's solo as well as you can use it in our 4-player free-for-all mode, as well as a 2v2. Anytime you need to basically fill in a player, these are fantastic for it. This is Valentina. This is the one that we have for free in our public mod that you're willing to that anybody can go and check out if you're willing and go and play against it. And we're going to have a second one during our Kickstarter campaign for Titus. So you'll have two available. So if you want to do a 2v2 with you and one of your friends, then you can play against two different at the same time in a 2v2 of our solo mode, our Tamer challenges here. All right, so I've done a little bit of pre-setup here, also giving people time to get in now that we literally just went live, so it might take people a minute or two. Naturally, I don't understand this YouTube thing. Like, sometimes the chat will work automatically and sometimes it won't. So I'll have to pull it up on my phone. Alright, so if y'all have any questions or anything like that, let me know. This isn't going to be like a how to play. We're just going to be playing through it. We have done a how to play of this before on the channel with physical cards. But this is just going to be a... we're going to go all the way here. So there are different rules depending on how difficult you want this to be. Right? If you're using just a starter deck and you're super, brand new to the game, you can use our beginner rules. And I'll go ahead and pull up our rule sheet here. Difficulty here, normal, nothing leveled up. Hard, Furion leveled up. Elite, both familiars leveled up. Our master, mastery, and familiars leveled up. And you know what? I'm going to use like a pretty serious deck. So I'm going to go all out here. So we're going to take aces and go ahead and flip him over. And so what this is going to do is it's going to basically increase or just kind of like amp up all of his abilities. So on his reverse side, his leveled up side, he can now KO in addition with his debut effect, as well as his ongoing is +2 instead of +1. We got Furion here. His ongoing is just bumped up to the next level, so it's he gains 2 and then gives a -2 now instead of 1 and 1. And then Valentina, basically she's just going to gain an ability for her 1 costs here, as well as bump up a little bit for her 3 costs. So give her lowest creature +2 power, 2 cost, move Valentina's highest power creature from an inactive field to the highest value active field. And then if a 1-cost card is revealed and she can't play it, Valentina just gains 1 VP. So we are just going to go all out. It has been a while since I have played against the solo mode, so I actually have one of my team members here with me just to kind of monitor and, and be around for me when needed. So where is he going? He says he's posted in media. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, sharing around the live stream. I shared it earlier, but he's just going to go ahead and remind people for us. All right. And then, so she's going to be using her fields here. We have the ranch. If you win this by 4 power or more, gain 1 VP. So it kind of turns it into like a mini 5 VP field. This card must always be used when you're using Valentina. If you're in a 4-person game, and people are bringing multiple fields, then this is going to be her field of choice. Both her fields must be in play at least at the beginning of the game, though. If Valentina won this field, flip her and she gains 1 VP as well. But we're starting with her flipped already. And then we've got the watercolor desert. If you win this field and you filled each space, gain 1 VP. So again, kind of like a little mini 4 VP field potentially here. And just FYI, these fields are for her only. These are not player fields. That's why they literally say stuff about Valentina, like on the ranch. These are not for use for players. These are specifically for the Tamer Challenge. They are balanced around this Tamer Challenge. All right. Also, we have her judges cards here. So if you'll notice, we have numbers in the bottom right hand corner. These have a couple different purposes. One, if you ever have a draw of power in familiars, you'll flip over a random card in the judges deck, and whoever's number is lower, just like whoever's total power is lower, they're the ones that get to decide. But in our case here, we're actually swapping these out 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, and 4 for 4 because she has her own judges cards that will interact with the game a little bit differently. So for one, Valentina's Call, the field with the most of your creatures in it is inactive this round. So just like turns off the field that you have the most creatures in. Pretty scary. And then speed it up, probably even scarier. The field worth the least VP is inactive this round. Move Valentina's Familiars from this field to the highest value field if possible. And these are all just things to help make the automated process go by smoother. So that way they kind of mimic what a real player would be doing. And the same you'll see when we get to the cards that are played from hand for her. So we'll go ahead and throw these all together, give them a good shuffle, and throw them over into the judges deck there. So I've already got her deck in place. I'll go ahead and shuffle it up as well. I have not quite got to the point of building my deck. I did grab my 2 familiars. I thought it was pretty fitting, right? I'm like, my favorite familiar is Kendolph. One of her favorite familiars is Kendolph. So yeah, we're just gonna have kind of a Kendolph showdown here. And unfortunately, we don't have the creature that the familiar in this case that Aces is from. We don't have it included in the game yet. So I'm just gonna take the Rapture. So and I don't know if I can even reveal what Ace's actual creature name is, but just play it safe here and avoid it. No spoilers. Oh, I just got permission. I can. Oh, he's in the lore book. Oh, of course. So it's a Pandarlet. So it is it's a panda. So it's a red panda. It's super adorable. Really, really love it. All right, so let's go ahead and throw together our Might Ferocity deck, just like she's running over there. So we're going to grab all of our good stuff that we love to run. Just grabbing and going. I'm just kind of grabbing stuff that I know I like and should be decent with what we're doing here. We're at 24. Keep it going. Oh yeah, we got to get the double Tortu action. Momentum shift, so good. And we're at 28 cards here. You know what? We'll just grab. Oh gosh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna grab Judge's Decree. I've already got a couple 3-costers, so let's just go ahead and avoid that. And yeah, I think it's hilarious. Let's grab Gel Ice. If we can Gel Ice her and take one of her cards, that would be awesome because her stuff's pretty strong. All right, and then we'll go ahead and grab all that. Throw these all into the deck. Shuffle it up. Now, the 2 fields I brought was the Highwind Fall because it's pretty good for Might creatures, and then just the Windy Plateau. Normally, you're supposed to shuffle these up and then draw a random one, and that's the one you take, right? But I think it's just so fitting to play in the Windy Plateau because that's where we're at, right? The ranch. It all plays together here really, really well. So, yeah, that just makes sense for me. Also, she always starts with initiative, so it doesn't really, you can kick whatever field of mine you want. She's still going to have initiative, so. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and resolve my mulligan right quick. So, I don't know if I shuffled. Let's do it again just to be safe. Boom. All right. Sylph Amulet in starting hand. I absolutely love to see it. Normally, I wouldn't like 2 Sealins, but we got a Sacrificial Bond I can use on them, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and keep this. If I had a Strength Training in place of any of these other cards down here to go with my Sylph Amulet, I'd be loving it, but you can only do so much. Now for her, we're going to go ahead and shuffle up her deck, and she's going to draw 7 cards here. Let's not take the whole deck. So 1. Oh gosh, this gotta be faster, right? Let's see. Nope. There we go. 7 cards. We'll just give them a quick shuffle. And then we'll go ahead and throw the fields out. And supports here. So she'll put hers down. It is not a support, so it's going to go face down. And I, of course, am going to throw down my Sylph Amulet so I can be nice and flexible there. Alright, let's see where she is going to be deploying. Furion always goes first here. So flip 1. He's going to go to 2. And then next is field 1 for aces here. So that debut, move each friendly creature in this field to the adjacent field worth the most VP and KO the opposing ally with the highest power there. So got to be real careful on that. Alright. Just making sure. I heard a ping in or not YouTube, on Discord, so making sure I'm not messing up here. I did mess up because I went out of order, but it's okay. Because Kindolf always goes there, he goes there, and then where do we want to go? I think, golly, I kind of want to fight off this craziness. Aces is so strong. Yeah, we'll battle it out at the ranch. That seems okay. And then we will set these to the side. They get shuffled in at the end of the round. That card is very orange. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, let's see where we are playing this round. Let's go ahead and shuffle these up. Flip one over, and it's one of hers. Oh, gosh. Oh, it already got terrible for us. The field worth the least VP is inactive this round. Move Valentina's Familiars from this field to the highest value field if possible. Okay, cool. So we got a 4 and a 3. So Aces just gets to jump right over here and stare down my Kindolf. With his ongoing, for each empty space Valentina has here, Aces has +2 power. So he has a +6 right now. He's an 11 power Aces against my 5 Kindolf. By the way, this is the updated Kindolf for those watching the Midland Showdown. He did lose 1 power. Just because, like with a single strength training, you draw a card and he instantly hits 8 already, and before he was hitting 9 already, blowing the Chrism out. So yeah, I could see that change being needed. All right, let's go ahead and set up our camera a little bit so I don't move around quite so much on you guys. And that is inactive. Let's zoom out for hers. So her first card that she's going to be playing, Speed, lead the way, choose a friendly Might Familiar, and KO the lowest opposing ally in its field. Exhaust an opposing non-support resource that player has. Wow. Okay, well, thankfully, this is okay. So we're going to exhaust 1 to play this. And it's going to go, it's a fanfare card, so that might come up later, but exhaust the non-support, so we instantly lose that. Yeah, that's a bummer. So, and then that goes there. And then thankfully we didn't have any allies in that field with Furion, so we got kind of lucky on that. And let's see, these aren't going to do us any good right now. Ouch, man, that was a brutal one. Oh, for sure. Did that? Oh, that did. Yeah, that did target the Furion technically. So, yeah, it gains +2 power and give the opposing creature with the most power here gains -2. Ouch. I'm gonna get cooked, guys. That was so gnarly. Yeah, that was rough. Alright, so I think what we're going to do here then, let's go ahead and spend this. We're going to play out the ceiling with no target. I know it feels bad, but we're going to move our Kindolf over here to the middle because there's no way we're battling Aces, right? So we're at 7, 10 versus 8. Yeah. Okay. then we will... Oh, that was speed. Oh, that was my bad. Okay, so she should have been playing again. Mix-up technique, so she cannot play this card. It is a 2, so move Valentina's highest power creature from an inactive field to the highest. Okay, that wouldn't have mattered. And then she draws again to attempt to play. Oh my gosh, Zablaze in color. Oh, this is the first time I've gotten to see it in color. Oh, that's so rad. Okay, and this is a 3-cost card that she cannot play. So then her next thing is give Valentina's lowest power creature +2 power. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, that's at least that is aces. So that's good. Yeah, because yeah, his thing only kicks in for win scoring. So right now he actually is lower. Okay. Sweet. And then she passes. Then I play my Sealant, and then yeah, I think I have to pass as well, just so I can win this. Ooh, goodness gracious. She gains a VP. If you cannot play Zablaze and or gain its debut, Valentina gains 1 VP. Shuffle this into the deck instead of playing it. Oh, and she draws 2 cards. Golly, it has been a while since I've seen this. That's crazy. So she gains a VP. This gets shuffled into the deck, and then she draws 2 cards. Crazy. Such a awesome card. Alright, and then end of round, this will go back into her hand as well. This will get somehow unexhausted. She would have kept revealing. That doesn't count as not. Okay, alright. Well, that's lovely. There's that. Okay. So she actually gets to attempt to play again? Golly. Alright. That's crazy. Because she hasn't revealed 2 technically. And what that means is her... Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I just read it too. Her creativity is 2. So she can keep attempting to play cards until she's revealed 2 that she cannot play. So let's go ahead and... That one was exhausted. Now she does reveal a 1, and she can play this one. So let's go ahead and retreat this back, because technically all these plays of hers are happening in one go. Play this to the highest value active field without aces. Ooh. Highest, yeah, okay. Debut, return a 2 or less cost opposing ally to its owner's hands. If there are none in the field, she gets 1 VP. Cool. So Cumulipede comes down here, and she's going to gain a VP. Awesome. Now it's my turn. I don't even know what we do here. Ugh. Golly. I'm just right when I thought, I was like, oh, maybe I got a chance here. Oh, now that's 11 power. Cool. And then over here is even more power than it was before. 14. All right, we're just gonna have to eat this one and move on with our lives. I guess I could use Sealant. Move an ally to this field. That's not going to change anything, though. Like, I can move it over there to aces. He doesn't gain his little +2, but then he gains a +1 instead. And then I move Furion over, but it's still only 7. Yeah, it's just not enough. I thought about maybe playing it over here and moving it out, but it's just a 3 for 3. Yeah, I'm just getting cooked here. I think I'm just gonna burn this to play this. You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll move this over here, and we'll attempt to gain the VP. So if it can at least be a might, of course it's not. Okay, well, that was cool. And then we'll move the Kendolph over. All right. And then pass his turn back over. So she did exhaust herself to play that Cumulipede, by the way. All right, reveal again. Oh, cool. Another Zablaze. What are the chances? I did shuffle that one back in, okay? She gains another VP. She is absolutely ripping me apart. And then shuffle. And then put 2 more cards in her deck. Or in her hand from her deck. Alright, and that didn't count, so she's still playing. Alright, 2. Cool. Nothing crazy going on there? Yeah. Tells us where to play it, but that's okay. 2. Move Valentina's highest power creature from an inactive field. The highest value active field. Awesome. So just it goes over there now. Cool. Alright. Now she has passed. Okay. We've finally done it. We've finally got her to pass after she's just absolutely kicked our butt. And then I'm going to play a Sacrificial Bond on this Sealand, just to get the card draw and the extra resource. Because I think we're going to need it. With Fury Potion, we already know it's coming. Alright, and then we go into scoring here. Field 1 is inactive. Field 2, I don't think she's going to quite win it by 4. Yeah, she's at 8. We're at 7. So she doesn't win it by that much, but she's still going to gain 4 VP. Goes up to 7. This is the one that hurts. Completely uncontested. She gains 5. So my own field working against me there. Hate to see it. Alright, throw those guys back up there, and we'll retreat these. I'll lose the negative power on my Rapture at least, and we'll unexhaust these guys. Okay, and then this will go off to the side. Oh, golly, that was rough. Alright, so we're going to draw 2, and then she's going to draw 3. Nope, nope, that's not how we do that. Come on. There we go. And then shuffle those up. Unexhaust her resources. She only gives her power. She can't return a creature. Does she need to shuffle? Oh, yeah, she has 6. So she had 6. She just drew into 9. So she was good. All right. Again, no support on this. And then what do I do here? I did. I shuffled her hand. We're good. All right. Man, kind of want to play that Tadalo. Man, it was going to be fun to gel ice, but I think we're just kind of getting crushed. I don't think I can really afford it right now. Her hand is huge anyways. Like, I don't think we're going to impact it that hard. And I think I need this Fury Potion to play more than I do supporting it right now. Alright, so then these should be shuffled back in here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Furion will go first. Going to field 1. Then, yeah, we're going to just keep trying to win this, I think. Actually, you know what? We'll go here. And then, yeah, okay. And then Aces is going to go to field 3 again and just be absolutely terrifying there. Cool. Okay. This is 1 cost, right? Yeah, we can get some value. Rapture. Nom, 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 nom. We're going to debut KO a 1 or less cost ally in this field. So we're going to go ahead and eat this little guy up. And gain ourselves 1 power. I know, not anywhere close to the realm of Aces over there. Oh, gosh. Oh, Aces was supposed to move this. That's right. Adjacent field. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, I guess we got to come over here and eat it. I'm not letting any creature stand in my path. Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. It has been a bit. I'm trying to remember both sides here. All right. Yes, David. Absolutely. If you want to go pro and you're going to struggle as much as I am, then, you know, at one time I was able to beat her pretty consistently. I had to do some, like, cheeky moves, but I have since given my error of my ways away and trying to play legit. And you know what? It's not working out for me so well. Okay. Alright, so all familiars are there. Let's go ahead and flip the next judge's card. God, it's another one of hers. Shuffle up and place the fields out randomly. No field is inactive this round. Okay, well, I guess since technically this is on the side, we'll put it in. Because I think I might need it. If we could get rid of my own High Wind Fall, that would be great. Alright, 1, 2. Well, that didn't happen. And 3. Wow, it stayed out. That's crazy. And it barely moved. Only these two fields swap places. Wow, that was wild. And let's go over here. And then no field is inactive this round. Cool, and both my familiars are piled into the middle. Thankfully, we have the Sylph Amulet. Okay. Alright, let the round begin. What does she have in store for us today? Oh, a 0 cost. Lovely. Love to see that. Crowd Roar. Ooh, Crowd Roar, if you guys are familiar and keeping up, this is, there is a playable version of this card coming out. So, that's going to be in her deck. If you're winning at least one field, gain 1 VP with speed. Cool. She's definitely winning a field. So she's going to gain another VP. And that had speed, so she's still going. Ooh, Ignicin. Ooh, a 3-power Ignicin. Play this to the field with Furion. If it is on the bench, play it to the lowest value active field. Debut. Your familiars gain +1 power. If you are losing by 5 or more VP, they gain +3 power instead. Yeah, that's not the case. Not the case in the slightest. So they're both going to gain more power. Row, row, row. Fight the power. Okay. And that did not have speed. And then she's going to exhaust that to play that card. Oh, gosh. Alright, let's go 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and we're going to Giant Growth onto the Kindolf. So his own ability is going to kick in, and he's going to get a little bonus +1, and we get to draw 1. And then we get to draw 2 from the Giant Growth, so we're drawing 3 in total here. And then our Sylph Amulet is going to move him over here. So he's going to be, he's got +7, so he's a 12 against, that is 9, 12. Okay, so we're tied. Now we are currently in an okay position. Ooh, Terrachic's actually pretty good here. Yeah, okay, we're working with speed because of the Giant Growth. So let's go, let's not give the Ignicin block. Let's put him like that. And we're going to play out a Terrachick here. Give another friendly creature block. I really don't want anything bad happening to my Kindolf, so we're going to give him block. Okay, and I no longer have speed. So let's push it back over to her side. What do you got in store for us now? 2 cost, mix-up technique. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. A Ferocity familiar of yours gains plus power equal to the number of other fanfare cards in your discard, which I think we have seen 2 now. Play each ally discarded. Oh my god. For each fanfare card in your discard, discard a random card from your opponent's hand, and they draw 1 card. Oh my god. Okay. It just keeps getting worse, guys. Okay. Top 3, right? So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, goodness. Okay, so there's a fanfare card. That's a fanfare card. That is not, but that's a creature. That's a fanfare card. And that's a fanfare card. 4 fanfare cards. So, yeah, Aces gains +4 power. Golly. This is so bad. And then play each ally discarded. And for each fanfare card in your discard, discard a random card from your opponent's hand, and they draw 1 card. Cool. Discard 4, I draw 1. Oh. can't even. Okay, and then the Crochin plays itself. So play this to the inactive field, or if there are none, the field worth the least VP. Debut, ignore block. Move the opposing familiar with the most power to this field. If the field is active, gain 1 VP. Okay, well that's fine, because she's ignoring block, but we're already there, so it's okay. If this field is active, gain 1 VP. Oh, cool. Alright. And now the most brutal part of this whole thing. Mainly, I just don't want to lose the Fury Potion. That's like the one thing. But the odds are so heavily against me. Not even a real card. It got stuck in my hand. Alright. 1. 2. Dang it. 3. 4. Dang it! Oh my gosh. Oh no. And then I get to draw 1 measly card. Oh, it's a strength training at least for my Kindolf. Cool. Ouch. That hurt a lot. So bad. Okay. I have 1 resource left. I can double NQ at least for the Fury Potion. You know, at first though, let's just strength training onto the Kindolf. So +2 for strength training, +1 for his own ability, and then I draw 1. He's going to be maxed this round here. And that's it for me. Kicks it back over to her. Infernander cannot play this. So her ability, a 2-cost card, move Valentina's highest power creature from an inactive field to the highest value active. Everything's in play though, so she's good. So she's going to keep on attempting to play cards. Oh wow, another Infernander. That's honestly pretty wild. So nothing happens there. She passes, once again keeping the initiative. So David, the creatures that are in her deck, their versions like them are in the game, right? So we've seen the Crochin and we've seen the Ignition, right? They already exist over here. But her versions are for her deck specifically, so they're kind of like more powerful versions of the ones that are in the game in some ways. Maybe in some ways not as powerful, but built around playing in this scenario, right? They're very, very specific for how they play. They're built for that deck and that deck alone. Now, there will be versions of these cards, like the fanfare ones, the crowd roar. There's 2 versions that are going to be available. If you buy her Tamer challenge, you'll get 2 different crowd roars, a might one and a ferocity one, and 2 copies of each, so to use in your actual decks. Okay, back to my turn. I have 1 resource left. She is passed. I've got this field on lock here. I've got 15 power here versus her 9, 12, 15 also. So we need to get a little bit more power there. I don't know how I can do that with 1 resource though. I can doubling cube, gain the effects of a 1 or less cost Tamer card in your discard. You haven't gained this round, so we can't do that. Yeah, Fury Potion doesn't do us any good right now because I couldn't get a creature over there. Man, so close. I was actually feeling pretty good until that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. I mean, at least we're tied, so she doesn't get the VP for it, but she's about to get the 5 VP from the ranch. So look at that. I haven't even gained one point yet. That's how badly she's just absolutely igniting my behind right now. Yep. guess I missed something. What did I spend 1 on already? Is that right? Oh, the Terror Chick. That's what it was. Should have played the Terror Chick over here. Yeah, I don't really remember what I missed. Maybe I was gonna seal in it. I think I was gonna seal in it over, and yeah, I wasn't counting on losing all those cards. That's what it was. I was gonna seal in, move it over, maybe gain a VP, and then I was gonna Fury Potion the Terror Chick over here, or itself. I can't remember. But yeah, her mix-up technique kind of ruined that. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna pass here. Unfortunately. And tally these up. So field 1, we're tied. No one gets that. I'll get 5 VP for the middle field. And then she is going to get 4 plus 1 because she's absolutely crushing it. So she's going to go up to 19. She just doesn't have to get any more VP for the rest of the game. That's all. That's all. These are going to go back to her hand. Familiars will go back to the bench. That goes away. Okay, let's reset these. Yeah, ouch. That was a rough round. Rough rescue. Ooh, that could be really good. I think we really needed that right now. All right, she's at 5 cards, so she's going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle those up. She's going to resource first. Hey, look, she got a support. Oh, God, it's momentum shift. I was just talking about that. Shuffle 1 random card from your hand into your deck. Draw 2. Yikes. And you always use supports first. So keep that in mind. And then I think I need to play this. Okay, I guess we got another Gel Ice. Honestly, the Sacrificial Bond, like, we're already past the point of it being, like, useful. I think we're going into round 3. Like, there's no way I can waste any more time or losing any more creatures. I just don't have any good sac bond targets except maybe Terror Chick, but that Guardian right now is probably going to do a little bit of good work. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and shuffle these guys into the deployment deck for her. So Furion goes first here. He's going to field 1 again. Golly, camper. Camper. Okay, what do we take out here? So there's no Guardian on this Croshen. Both of these guys have kind of just done what they needed to do. You know what? Let's go here. Let's see what the next play is. All right, and then field 1 from Aces as well. So this will kick in his ability, his debut. Move each friendly creature in this field to the adjacent field. So, worth the most VP, but there is only one adjacent field here. So, boom, boom, boom. All right, and then we'll put these to the side. And yeah, we'll just send Rapture right down the middle here, and we'll go ahead and just eat this Croshen for classicness. All right, and then I think we're good. Oh, give me my power. How dare you? Sorry about all the beeps, guys. Our Discord seems to be going pretty crazy tonight. It's literally the only Discord channel that I don't have muted still. Right. Where are we playing? Field. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What is this? Lunacy. This game hates me, I'm telling you. Oh. Yeah, David, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I've only been playing this game for, 2 years almost? Yeah. This is still challenging after all this time. Granted, it's been probably 6 months since I played it. Maybe not quite that long. Maybe like 3 months since I played her. I'm just looking forward to the next one. It's definitely been a while for Valentina, though. Okie dokie. Yeah, alright. What are you playing first here? Oh, there's that Infernander. So 2 cost. Played this to the field with the highest power familiar. Okay. Guardian. KO. On KO, add the top card of your deck as an exhausted resource, and a friendly Might familiar gains its cost as power. Yikes. Highest power familiar right now is, what we got, 9 here and 12 here. So definitely here. I think I've lost. Okay, and then she's going to exhaust Momentum Shift to play this. Shuffle 1 random card from your hand into your deck to draw 2. So we'll go there. So exhausting 2. We'll put 1 card back in, shuffle it up, and then draw 2. Okay. Of course it had to be Guardian too. I was about to rock them with that Momentum Shift, and then they play that. Oh, and it's 5 power, so I can't even airing it. Golly, what is going on in Discord? This is unreal. The beeping. Okay. What are we going to do here? Because I think... thank you, sir, who's listening in right now. Adding more beeps to it. Okay. We're in a bind here. I can self-amulet, and I can also inspiration. So I can shift both of my familiars to corresponding fields to hopefully maybe try to do something here. The issue, one of the issues is, because there's several, is that dang Guardian protecting aces. Like, there's not really anything I can do about that. I can still doubling cube on a Fury Potion. Yeah, he's at, what, 12 plus 4, 16, 20. He has 20 power in that field. I can move Kindolf over for 9. I can drop a Tortu there for 14. I can doubling cube for a Fury Potion to get us to 19. That's still losing. That's 3 resources. That leaves me 2 resources left. And that's assuming she doesn't do anything else. That's just absolutely killer. But I think it's kind of all I got. It's kind of all I've got. Yeah. That is real unfortunate. That Momentum Shift was about to hit so hard, and now it's not. Alright, let's go 1. Oh no, let's not give that block. Let's go 1, 2, play the Tortu here. It gives itself block. My self amulet, then I'm going to move my Kindolf over here. And, yep, back to her. Alright, now how are you going to hurt me this time? Unity Tactics. Each friendly creature gains +2 and block. If you have 5 or more creatures with block, gain 1 VP. And in the Tamer phase, oh my gosh. I'm glad she can't play that. She does not have the resources. But she does activate her 3 cost, give Valentina's lowest power creature +2 power. That's going to be the Ignison. Oh, thank God it's the Ignison, who's not in a scoring field at the moment. But the longer this goes on, just scarier and scarier things get. Next card, can she play this one? Tide Bangle, 1 cost. Item, if your opponent has more cards, they discard 2 cards randomly from their hand. If your opponent has more VP, gain 1 VP. If your opponent has a familiar with more power, give each of your familiars +1 power. If your opponent has more resources, add the top card of your deck as a resource. Alright, so she's going to exhaust this. And I do have more resources, so cool. She gets another resource. Is it exhausted, or I think she just gets it? The top card is your... Yep, she just gets her resource. Scary, scary, scary. But on the bright side, she has more cards in hand than I do. All of her familiars are stronger than mine. One is tied. But yeah, she's just... Haha! Finally, a waste of a card. Oh yeah, such a waste. She got another resource, so it basically just made up for itself to keep playing more stuff. And behind. All right, let's flip this, and we're gonna move the Rapture over here. All right, what do you got for us now? Another Infernander. I imagine the unique rule still applies here. Does it? Does unique rule still apply here? Is this not an available card to play? Yeah. To the highest, with the highest power familiar guardian KO, add the top card of your deck as an exhausted resource, and a friendly might familiar gains. It's such a crazy. Oh, she ignores unique rule. Oh, right, I remember that. She ignores the unique rule. Okay, so this gets to just play over here, and Aces is really yoked up now. 5 more power. Yeah, that's a game, folks. Almost. I was feeling pretty good there for a minute, and then I was not. And then I was not at all. All the resources in the world aren't going to matter to that craziness. All right, let's go 1 to doubling Q, right? So gain the effects of a 1 or less Tamer card in your discard. You haven't gained its effects this round. 1 or less. So a couple different things. I could Fury Potion here. I could also Strength Training to get more draws, but I'm about to Seek, right? Seek 3. So I think we just Fury Potion. I know, it's so scary. It's so awful. Fury Potion onto my poor Tortu. It's going to blow himself up. So then Seek 3, but discard any cards you don't put in your hand instead. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's wild. I guess we'll Giant Growth? I don't know where that puts us, but we'll try it. Yeah, because all we got is 2 cost cards, and we have 2 resources left, so... okay. And that will kick it back over to her. She's still playing here. She is all out of resources, though. That's a 1-coster. So she just gains a VP and wins. Oh my god. She just gains a VP and wins. Okay, cool. Any amount of work I did. Let's see if we even win this field. So we're going to use 2, and we're going to Giant Growth here on Kindolf. Sure. He's going to gain an additional +1. And then I draw 1 for his ability, and then I draw 2 more. Yeah, nope. Nope. Okay. Where does that put us at? So he's going to be maxed out. He's actually going to cap out at 15, and then 10, so that's 25 power. And then remember, Ace is ongoing. He has +2 for every empty space. So there's actually not an empty space because the Giant Growth actually got rid of it. Yeah, that's kind of wild. But then 10, 15, 22 to 25. We actually win that field and the ranch, and we win the ranch by more than 4, so we actually get 5 for that. I don't get the extra bonus for this, though, so we get 8. We go to 13. We actually shut her down perfectly, but the stupid Crocian at the end ends up giving her the VP anyway. So our slow comeback there was dashed by that silly Crocian. Oh, gosh. How silly indeed. Absolutely cooked by Valentina. Gosh. So you can see how crazy she can be. When all of her stuff is really powered up like that, that VP gain was literally because of her being flipped. Because on her starting side, she doesn't have that. Also, when you reveal a 3, it only gives 1 power instead of 2. So you can kind of see the power there. Aces here, KOing stuff, thankfully never came up. We kind of avoided it pretty nicely. Ongoing, though, that ongoing is crazy. +2 power. As opposed to just +1 power and no KO. The Furion is probably the most manageable, though. Actually, we did forget the -2 on his, I think. I can't remember if anything was in his field that turn that he did get targeted. but the other side is just a 1, so it's not as powerful. So you can see how it's still a very difficult challenge, depending, but a couple things get reined in. Particularly, I think the scariest thing is aces. Aces on his flip side is really rough. And then flipped is familiar when it wins a field. So you just got to basically, in a lower tier, prevent aces from ever flipping, because he gets out of control and just an absolute monster. And that debut effect where he moves everything out of his field, so that way he's like, boom, 6 power, is really nasty. The ranch? No, she didn't have any creatures in the ranch. Oh, yes. Earlier in the game, right. So, I think she gained another one. I think there was another 1 cost earlier in the game that she couldn't play. I can't quite remember. But yeah, so really gnarly. Really gnarly playing her at max power. But she's still challenging, like all the way through, depending on the difficulty, because her cards still do what they do, right? The cards in the deck are always playing the same, and they're always just juiced up versions, right? The Ignition, if you are losing by 5 or more VP, they gain +3 power instead, right? And it's a 3 power instead of a 2 power. So, like, her stuff is just naturally already strong. So you're not going to be just, like, able to... Just because you were playing it on easy mode doesn't actually mean it's, like, super easy. It just means, like, her stuff isn't completely busted. How to play Might and Ferocity together at peak level? 100%. Yes. Her Might Ferocity is very terrifying. I need to figure out how to put my own Furion onto some Roid Rage here. Yeah, I thought a lot of these cards are really fun, right? So the Furion is like the normal Furion, but also in a way he's kind of like the Infernander, where he does that negative power as well. And then where was it? Oh, I think she couldn't play it. The Unity Tactics. It's like normal Unity Tactics, but it's also kind of like Judge's Decree, right? If you have 5 or more creatures with block, gain 1 VP, and in the Tamer phase, like... just really powerful versions of a lot of these cards that we already have in the game. So maybe I need to take some more lessons at the ranch and come back for another day after. Yeah, I gotta run some laps, I guess, around the ranch for a little while. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you're all ready for tomorrow for our Kickstarter going live. It's going to be a great day. We are going to be live streaming at launch for the rest of the afternoon. So we're going to have a whole bunch of staff and everything like that. So make sure you come on by. Follow if you haven't already. Again, share it to your friends, your family. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow. Can't wait. Come hang out with us. We'll be in Discord, so you can chat with us there. You can chat with us here in stream as well, like David's been doing this evening. So look forward to it. If you have any more questions before we end the stream entirely about the Tamer Challenge, though, definitely feel free to. If you want to rub it in my face that I lost to... semi-AI, not really, but, you know, an automated player. Absolutely cooked. Actually, there was a good comeback there at the end. Like, another round, I would have been really curious at how another round would have gone. I probably wouldn't have stood much of a chance, though. With the double Infernanders, I needed her familiars to be in an active field for one, and unprotected by the Guardian, because double momentum shift, I was about to just absolutely annihilate her with double momentum shift. In Tamer Challenge, yes. The automated players, they're AI. Oh no. The cards tell themselves where to play. Why the graphic design change on Valentina? So we want... this is going to be the case for all the Tamer challenges. They'll all be unique to themselves. One, so you don't get them mixed up on accident. Like, it's very obvious. Like, someone's like slams down a card and you're like... Is that a Tamer Challenge card? Yes. Like, you can just clearly take a big old look at it, and it's pretty obvious there that it's used for Valentina specifically. And yeah, we're going to continue that over into other Tamer Challenges as well. It makes it just easier for everybody. Like, easier for your opponents, easier for yourself when you're organizing, all that fun jazz. I can't see what's behind your word. What if they replace real something, though? There's a heart in the way. What if they replace real players, though? I mean, that's the idea, right? You're supposed to use these guys in a 1v1 or a 2v2 or a 4-person free-for-all, right? They do replace us. Oh my god. The AI is real. The AI in the game is real. Oh my god. No one saw it coming. Yeah, what happens when you make the Tamer challenges play each other? Yeah, that's where I can't even begin to fathom. I think just everything explodes at that point. I mean, I guess that's basically Terminator Judgment Day, right? Well, really any of the Terminators after number 2 is just the AIs are battling each other at that point. So that's where it starts. It starts right here in Wildhearts. That's where the AI takes over, replaces us all. Skynet came from Wildhearts, came from 2 decks playing against each other. All right. Well, it looks like that might be the end of the questions. Oh, nope. Will there be information? You know, this is really getting to me here. I need to pull this up over here because I can't see it on my phone. I gotta make sure I mute myself. There we go. Get me caught up. Will there be information on cards you can use in them? So we did kind of reveal them a little bit. There is some spoilers that will be on the Kickstarter tomorrow on the graphics for the fan mail card. So fan mail is in the other Tamer challenge, and you get 2 different versions. It's a special one and a tactics one. And one of those has been spoiled already there in the graphics, so you can take a look at that one. And we may be doing some more spoilers. We might spoil one more, perhaps, for the other Tamer challenge, just so you can kind of get an idea, so you can decide if you want both or not. I definitely recommend getting both, but that's me. I must have all the cards. They're not secret. They are full playset item. Oh, I can reveal them? Oh my gosh, y'all are going to be in for a treat right here, right now. Let me try to find them. There's the special one. Yeah, I mean, oh, there is the tactics one. I don't think I have seen in quite some time, though, the Might Ferocity ones. So for everyone that has stuck around this far, you're in for a little treat, a little treaty treat. There we go. As my silent co-host here helps me out. Boom. Got him. Got him on lock. refresh that up. All right, let's do Ferocity first here. Go big. Or go home. All right, 0 cost Tamer Crowd Roar skill. Gain 1 VP if you have 3 or more cards in your discard. This is a Ferocity card. You know how easy it is to get cards in your discard with Ferocity through self-KO and self-discard. You may shuffle a friendly ally in play into your deck to give a familiar in its field plus power equal to the power they had. So if they had any plus power, you get that in addition to whatever their base power was. If they had been negative, then you just get whatever's left. But this is another way to kind of remove cards off the field so you can continue to play more. And you get a VP, which is crazy. I imagine you're only playing it if you're at that point, though. Then we have the Valentina, I Love You Crowd Roar. This is the Might version of it. This one has speed, skill, and an item. If you are winning at least 1 field, gain 1 VP. Cool. Just a 0 cost. If you're winning a field in Might, I mean, come on now. Gain 1 VP. If you're winning at least 2 fields, draw a card. Cool. Card draw in Might. That's not on a 2 cost speed. Boost your familiar card is nice to see. Interesting. This seems better late than Sacrificial Bond. Going back here, gaining the VP, potentially. Now, I don't recommend really, like, 4-0 cost is pretty comfortable. Occasionally, I'll do 6 in the right setup. Usually, it involves, like, special, if I'm running special. But other than that, I'm usually just running 4 in total. Alright, next up, we've got Fan Mail. Fan Mail is here. This comes in the Titus deck. It is an item card with speed. For each field you are winning, shuffle 1 token card into your deck. If you aren't winning any fields, trigger 1 of your familiar's debut effects. That's really, really powerful. Remember, Tactics has like kind of some smaller power levels there, so it might not be out of question that you're not winning a field there. But the shuffle 1 token card into your deck for each field you're winning, the longer this game goes on, if you've played any TCGs for any amount of time, eventually more token cards get added. Like, it's just kind of the way of TCGs, right? So the longer the game goes on, a card like this just gets better and better and better, I feel like. So really, yeah. So right now, it's just the mirror image or special attack. Your choice. So if you want to put 2 mirror images in there, go for it. If you want to do 2 special attacks in your Tactics deck, which is usually only reserved for special, go for it. Because remember, those cards, when you play them, they're 0 cost and they draw another card. So whereas the mirror images don't draw when you play them, so just a little bit of strategy there. But depending on what you're kind of going for, if you're not playing Trossum and you need a lot of mirror images, then maybe the mirror image is the way to go. But nice and flexible, and which is Tactics in a nutshell, right? Tactics is all about being flexible. And then Fan Mail for special, which is another skill and item card. This one has speed as well. KO an ally with 0 power. Again, special, right? They're all about letting me throw a lot of negative power with my special attacks or with my Blisterinos and so on. If they were tame, gain 1 VP. If they were wild, you may flip your mastery. Flip your mastery, guys. That's your inspiration. That's the resource that you start with. You flip it down, and you can move any creature you want of yours that's friendly, right? Anywhere you want. So strong. And this is just going to let you flip that bad boy right back up to use again. And again, because of the creativity of building, there will more than likely be more mastery cards in the future, right? Because the mastery card we have is named Inspiration. It's not named Mastery. It's not just the same card forever. So we're, leaving the door open for more growth in design in that regard. So the longer the game goes on, again, another card that just gets better and better with the longevity. Yep, it's pretty wonderful. So, yeah, the Wildhearts team, like all of us here, like we're all grateful for one another and what each one of us does, and the design that goes into these cards. You know, that's just one of the many tiers of awesomeness, and like the design scape, just leaving the door open without breaking it, right? Not without adding in whole new mechanisms into the game like other TCGs have done, and everyone gets frustrated because there's too many mechanisms. This is like designing in a way that's like, well, we're still using what we have already, but we know we're leaving it open to clearly add more to what exists. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Mirror image would trigger both of these effects. So pretty great. I think we have a few more that are also... It's pretty rare for a tame and a wild. But yeah, mirror image is one of those that just has like so many keywords on it. And makes cards... There's multiple cards in the game that say, if it's tame, do this. If it's wild, do this. And mirror images trigger both. Yes, when your opponent is playing a lot of mirror images and you see a lot of Trosslums floating around, this is great. Also easy to hit them with a special attack, bring them down to 0, so then you can KO them real easily. Yeah, this in special just makes so much sense. It just really synergizes. So, yeah, you guys got lucky for sticking around so late into the stream. Oof. Any more questions? Just quickly go back to anyone that might have missed. Feel free to take screenshots, all that fun jazz. Send them to your friends, talk about them. I just love the heart eyes. That's so great. It's hilarious. Titus is awesome. I love Titus. And all this stuff, like Valentina, Titus, like this is all talked about in the lore book. So if you're really big into lore in your TCGs, then check out the lore book because it's pretty awesome. I got it with our Foundations campaign. I actually ended up getting it before I even joined the team officially because that's how like dedicated I was to like just being engrossed into all this. So yeah, it's a fun read for sure. And it also... one of the things that's really cool about the lore book is it gives hints about future sets and future things to come. So yeah, just kind of if you're really into that sort of thing, it's a cool one to pick up. Okay, well, with that, I think we'll go ahead and end the stream here. We will, again, be back tomorrow as soon as the campaign launches at noon Central Standard Time. And thank you, David. Thank you for being here, asking questions for other people to see going into the future. And like literally because you asked that question, y'all got to see some really cool reveals, right? Way ahead of a lot of people. So yeah. With that, though, we'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Come by the stream. Feel free to jump into the Discord and chat with us. We're always here for you guys and always available.